right, so welcome back to Shooting the Shit with Rhonda and T and D. Tonight, we are reviewing Porsha Fan Reunion, the season finale.
Oh, thank you, God.
Y'all know they cut this short.
Thank you. Appreciate
It was
it.
supposed to have been 9 episodes. They cut it down to 7.
There was about 6 episodes too many.
Man. All right, but before we start, DD,
Yeah.
what you gonna tell them to do?
Smack that thumb up and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, guys, to subscribe to NT Rhino's TikTok channel.
All right.
All right.
Find it
What's up?
All right.
like I do.
Thank
Thumbs
you.
All right, y'all. So this one starts off where we left off last week with Dennis dropping off Pilar. Girl, she invite him in the house and everything. Dennis wasn't thinking about her. Okay. He had nothing for her.
She made it that way. She's talking about she didn't want this door drop off situation or whatever she be calling it, but you created that situation. Shit was fine before you know.
He was like, I'll see y'all tomorrow morning at 8:00.
That's probably best. What they gonna do?
Yeah.
And this is the thing, like watching Pilar and her, she crazy about her daddy.
Mm-hmm. She was holding on to her dad. Did you see that before she even opened up the door?
Yeah.
But
to me, that's a good thing, Porsha. Like, see, you have a really good situation, and
absolutely. Absolutely.
Because some daddies come to pick up the kids, and the kids be like, "No, I don't want to go," because they don't know that nigga.
Mm-hmm. She tried to start up conversation. So yeah, tomorrow he was like, okay, Pilar, I'll see you. He ain't had nothing for her. I'll see you tomorrow, Pilar. She was looking real dumb.
That's what she asked for.
Mm-hmm. So now we see Lauren. She visiting Aunt Liz. And Liz is preparing for the Jose Williams event that's gonna take place tomorrow or something soon. And basically she have a quick little talk with Lauren, talking about how Gina and Dennis, they was doing their part on the trip. So all of that y'all was doing, like you tried to do a good job. They was doing their part. Ain't nobody mad at them, but she was letting Lauren know that she want to have a talk with Dennis about him being the good dad. Okay.
Well, I mean, based on what Aunt Liz has going on, because everybody rewatched the video and over, and who started it, and Aunt Liz was there. She was right there. She said they started that shit, and so now we got the answer. It don't matter whose hand went where. And Liz said, y'all did that shit. She said she saw a man trying to leave the motherfucking building.
That's what she said. That's what she said.
And
here's the thing. And Liz was there when they was at the water fountain.
Everywhere.
The mama was sitting up there confessing. Dennis was like, go with all of them. Like, they were at all the events. It was you and your man that were participating in nothing. So we see Pilar got her tonsils taken out. Dennis is at the hospital. He's sitting up there holding the baby, and he get a call from Aunt Liz. Okay. Same thing I noticed. I was like, Pilar sleep on her daddy. You know what I'm saying? That lets you know she feel a lot of comfort, because normally if a kid is sick or whatever, they go to that one that, they feel the most from. I mean,
I feel like that's how little girls are. Little girls, like, when they're close to their daddy, that's what it is. But that's what I'm saying. Like, Porsha, you had a good thing going on.
She's basically telling him, you know what, you a good daddy. I don't blame you for nothing. Like she said, I seen you trying to leave the situation. So, I just
like, Porsha. Wonder what would have happened if you would have left Simon the fuck where he is and just work on your family without any of that. Not saying that Dennis is a good boyfriend, because clearly he's not. But if you would have stayed with your jobs, doing the shit you was doing, and leave Simon right over there with Fallon and all that nonsense. Wonder what would have happened in terms of not you and Dennis getting back together, but you building this blended family that you know claim to want so much. Because you
But
know,
it sounds like
you fell in love with this nigga and you just want him so bad.
it was blended.
It was working perfectly fine.
Because it sounds like a lot of her family like really
They
had
all like him.
with Dennis and his mama. So it sounded like it was already blended. You was trying to create some nonsense.
She was trying to make Dennis her man.
Jealous.
That ain't where he at.
Yeah.
And maybe like ideally that's where he at, but that ain't who he is.
So she tells Dennis she want to meet up with him for breakfast. So now we see Lundy and Porsha. They meeting for lunch. Lundy Rip says she's nervous about talking to Porsha because she goes ziggity boom. She go left just like she do in Mexico.
I don't know why Lundy felt like she needed to talk to Porsha, to be honest.
That was irritating her that he told her that she fired, she basically got fired and she wanted to confront her. That was really irritating her.
But Lundy, we know this is the type of shit Porsha does. Like if you just want to hear her say it, you knew she wasn't because she's a liar.
She wanted to put her on blast. That's what it was. She was tired of it. So she give her Dennis raw back. She like, oh girl, let that get that man his robe. Simon said I can't keep it. Give him his stuff.
Simon said I can't keep it. I guess
basically that's what she said.
Do you come to bed with Simon wrapped up in Dennis' robe? She got issues.
And she let her know, you know, that whole situation down in Mexico, it wasn't that we wasn't going to tell you what happened. We planned on telling you, but that dang gonna storm, she blew that shit all the way up. You know, when nobody, she took it to a whole nother level. And she said, and I feel like during the argument, you took more Storm's side. She said, well, I just took her side because she was the one sitting the closest to me.
That sounds stupid, Porsha.
Come on now.
You didn't have to take nobody's side.
Come on now. Then she tried to say that she is actually close to both of them, her and Lundy, which we see clearly you don't. You're not. Lundy brings up that
is Porsha close with anybody that's not on her payroll?
She don't even seem like she close to her sister. The way she dog her out.
No.
Wants her to do stuff for her.
Porsha's one of those people that likes you as long as you stay in your position. She don't want you, you know, she wants you more invested in her life than you are in your own life. I had a friend like that. And we, you know, we had to part ways, but she wanted me to be more invested in her life than my own shit. That, you know, they young, Storm and Lundy is probably young too, I guess. So they look up to her, but then when you get grown and you got shit to do, you ain't, them other cousins that have husbands and lives and stuff, even Lauren, after she had her kids, she's like, I can't work for you no more.
Right. She told her that Dennis told her that you told Dennis to fire me. And first thing come out of Porsha's mouth was, I don't remember that. Not that I didn't do it. I don't remember that. So I'm not gonna say I didn't do it. I'm just gonna say I didn't remember that. Then she tried to flip it.
You would remember if you told him to fire it
Your cousin?
Just any random person, but your cousin?
Come on. Then she tried to flip it like, I mean, for him to even feel like he could come to you as my cousin and talk stuff about me, like that's something like, no, that's not what we're doing. They was having a whole conversation. This one to sit back talking, bashing Porsha. She wants to know what happened.
I was gonna say, did nobody say, like, cause she was trying to put it on Lundy, like, you know, why would you
for letting him come to you?
Because if somebody said that you said something about me or did something to me, of course I'm gonna ask you. Because at the end of the day, if it's true, you know, it may or may not be fucked up. And if it's not true, now we both know that what this person over here is, you know, trying to do. So,
but when she asked the question, it had nothing to do with Porsha. She thought Dennis actually did it. She thought Dennis fired her.
right. It was a question for him. He said, I didn't fire
right.
you. Porsha told me to.
It wasn't like they were sitting back talking about Porsha behind her
Right.
back. That's what the question was, you know.
Porsha, you did tell her to.
She knows she did. So but she did say that he asked her, well, why do you think she treats you so bad? And she's like, Dennis is just trying to create issues, you know, for me. And she was like, yeah, but when he said that Dom and Lauren both look like, well,
she does.
She do, you know. She knows she do. At that moment, Porsha did say that she fired her previously because when Lundy was packing her bags, she forgot to wrap up some baby oil and she got baby oil on her Chanel purse. And
if Lundy would have got baby oil on my Chanel purse, I probably would have fired her too. But that's not the issue. The issue is why you tell Dennis to fire her.
So we know that's something you would do because you fired her in the past.
And I mean, I think that's a valid reason. You're my assistant. You're supposed to know that the baby oil.
And I wouldn't have fired her for getting baby oil on my Chanel purse, but that's not that that's my cousin. For my cousin, I'll probably be like, you know, this coming out your money, right?
You pay for this. Right.
Yeah, you're gonna pay for it, but to just up and fight, but it lets you know how materialistic Porsha is.
Yeah.
That meant more to her than her relationship.
Even when she was telling the story, and I was so mad, and I was like, "You're fired," and I was like, "Whoa."
Yeah, and I'm gonna laugh it off because
I would have been mad.
I don't seem that serious.
Would I have fired her? I don't know. Maybe it just depends on if she wasn't being a good assistant or not. I'm with you.
I mean, was this the last draw? You didn't say this was the last draw. Right. This was just an incident that happened, and you tend to go from 0 to 100. So.
But you know what? In that moment, I might have fired you. You know what I'm saying? Not for good, but just, you know what I'm saying? When you mad, you might be like, you know what?
I'd have been like, I'll find you. Now, like I said, if this was the last draw, that was something different, but she didn't say that. This sounded like this was an incident.
I find it hard to believe that Lonnie would be a bad assistant. That was a mistake, not a last straw.
Yeah.
And you people that don't pack your own shit, like
she can't do that.
People, I need to see what's going on in my suitcase.
Yeah, she can't. I don't want you touching my drawer.
I don't really want you doing that.
No. She went left. She went off left. You wasn't around when I was in an abusive relationship. London was like, I was in college. What is you talking about? I wasn't nowhere to be found.
Did we know you were in an abusive relationship?
No, because you didn't say that until it was all said and done. You was walking around there like you was little Miss Mary Poppins.
And if Lonnie was in college, what was she gonna do for you?
Exactly. So she was like, well, you didn't want to spend no more time with me than I wanted to spend with you. She get up, she go off, and she going off with the producers. They getting on my nerve, and I'm not gonna be answering this, and blah, 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 blah. I feel like at that point, because she had her hissy fit, she went left, like Lundy said she was gonna do. I think at that point, she thought the production was gonna cut that, because then she came back to the table.
He came back like so nice, like she
didn't just have a meltdown. I said she didn't know that they was gonna play that. She thought it was gonna go from that to her saying, I don't have a problem.
They really don't like her.
Absolutely.
Whose idea was it to expose Porsha? Porsha, you've been being a bitch to people.
You have. Yep. She thought they was gonna.
Look here, ever since that she was like, are you done? Are we done typing?
Yep.
Was that it? They was like, okay, bitch.
And when she told, yep,
All the footage is getting edited into this bitch here.
yep. When she called them and told them don't talk about it, that made production mad. Then after that,
He confronted her when he was like, "I'm not understanding. We're gonna act like it didn't happen." And she was like, "So that's the scene. So we're done. Okay, girl, you can't piss off people that's got footage of you acting a fool."
So that's
Did they have footage of the fight that just happened the day before? Oh, okay.
Yep. They was like, go back and put all of that in. So now we got Aunt Liz. She meeting with Dennis. You know, they had a little small talk about PJ and her surgery, and then she want to ask him how it feel to be back around Porsha. He was like, "It's good when it's just the two of them." You know, they had a little short conversation about it. You know, but he was more concerned about Porsha's relationship with Mama Jean, because the holidays and birthdays and stuff was getting ready to come up, and she didn't ruin that relationship, because right now Mama Gina ain't feeling her, you know.
Nice to have a bigger support system. I don't understand why she wants to hate Mama Gina so bad when that's where her daughter is going to be spending a good portion of her time when she's with her daddy.
Yeah. She's sick. Because she's mad, she want them to hate Dennis and his mama and that whole side of the family, I guess.
Stupid. That's just stupid. That's just stupid.
But she does that.
I don't understand it.
But she's a very toxic person.
Good for your daughter, though, because guaranteed, your daughter's gonna love her grandma. She gonna love her Mama Gina. Guaranteed.
Ain't she the only child right now?
The only grandchild.
Well, she invited him to come to the little event that they having. He said he can't go because he coming to the D, but you know he's gonna send hot dogs and stuff for
I don't blame you, Dennis. Don't do that. Just don't.
Yeah. He ain't nobody trying to ruin the event.
The event, yeah.
I'm not doing that.
But that's nice. He's gonna send. I'm gonna make sure that shit is catered for y'all. Thank you very much.
Them hot dogs must be the truth, because they all be asking for them hot dogs, or they be for real.
We need to take a trip to ATL. We need to plan the ATL getaway.
To go. We're gonna go to Dennis spot, and we're gonna go over to Candy's and them spot.
Are we gonna rent Lake Bailey as our Airbnb? Isn't that what we were gonna do?
That was the plan.
Yeah.
That was the plan, because that's what she said she doing now.
If she does it, Heavenly does.
Okay. Oh, no. Heavily on Lake Lanier. We're not getting on Lake Lanier. No.
Why would she do that? I want to go. So we're gonna rent
I'd rather be in the woods.
Yeah. We gotta get some of Dennis's hot dogs.
Now, you know I'm from Flint though, so you know we coneyed up. So you gotta be real good.
Well, he's from the D, so he got an idea.
No, the D hot dogs. I do not like Detroit hot dogs. There ain't nothing like Flint hot dogs. You gonna have to really come with it to impress me.
I want to go see. Oh, we gotta go to
like Chicago hot dogs over Detroit.
Go to the lounge to see what's going on over there. Anyway, y'all, that's the plan. That's the AT vacation.
Well, and Liz tell him, look here, I really wish you could meet the real Williams, not that other side. That the Jose got, you know, what she say, 10, 11 other kids, like the real family. That side, that family over there, that was Diane's side of the family. We want you to meet our side of the family, y'all. She put a little shade up in that.
That was shade.
She was like, that ain't us.
That was definitely shade.
That wasn't our side of the family. Yeah, then we see Porsha. She didn't hire the chef to make some.
I think that was not so much for Dennis. Liz wanted us as the audience to know that shit over there with the Flintstone feet and all that stuff they was doing, that was not that was them.
And absolutely, if you got this legacy going on, you want to make sure that everybody know that's not
That's not it. That ain't the legacy.
Doing it. That's her side acting like that.
Right.
You say when this come out and you say that Porsha family, the Jose, don't get it twisted.
Don't say his name. Yeah. I'm mad
Don't
at that.
associate us with that.
Clarify it, Liz, please, so we
Yeah.
all know.
Porsha hired a chef to make some Nigerian food, meat pie. I'm not understanding. It was just meat pie. You didn't know how to follow. You can't follow a recipe. That was too much. She ain't do nothing. And then the most complicated food she had it Ubered in. She had Uber Eats come. So
Why don't you just learn how to cook it? If that's what you're gonna be doing.
too. She's too dumb. She clearly can't follow a recipe. I don't know how hard that is, but
You know how much Spanish food I have learned how to cook since I've been living.
she's lazy though.
I've tasted, I have had different friends like, you know, bring dishes to things, and I'm like, so how you make that?
Yeah. She's lazy and she's faking the funk. She's such a phony person. So, I mean, I'm like, you acting like you made this stuff and then you guys are going to get married and he's going to be expecting it and you can't produce it. So then what? It ain't going to matter because, haha, I got you now. It's fake.
He knows she ain't. He know takeout food.
Right, because that's the same place
He's not looking for
going to get his stuff
Porsha,
since he's been there.
Did she cook regular food? Because she just cooked chicken. Like, she doesn't look like she knows how to cook anything. That's what I'm saying. If you cook, if that's what you do, just, and I don't mean like on a chef level, but if you somebody that cooks in your household, it can't be that hard to like find the ingredients and have somebody teach you how to make a, you know, dish specific to your man's culture.
Right. It's crazy. Dennis come over to eat and then he showed her his divorce is final. Then she's like, okay, so now we can move forward to buying our house and get a planner for the wedding. He said some ignorant stuff. He was like, if he could do it all over again, he would do it exactly the same way. I'm like, because I was real foul the way y'all did stuff. So you saying, okay, whatever, Dennis.
I have a hard time looking at Dennis. He's not Dennis, Simon. Like,
not Dennis, Simon. I'm sorry. All of this was Simon, y'all. It wasn't Dennis.
I don't like looking at him.
Mm-hmm.
He always looks like he's trying to fart.
Oh, ew.
Yes, his mouth, his face.
I don't know how she's doing it, but she do anything for the money, child, I guess.
I've never been one of those.
I mean, out of all of them, Dennis looked the best because I didn't like the way Cordell looked.
No. And he had a horrible, like, very overbearing, like, telling her what to do and.
Mm-hmm. So we at the event. We at Jose event. The theme was overalls and red shirts because Jose, that was his uniform, and he never wanted to get so important that he couldn't relate to the common man, which is the total opposite of what Porsha stands for. And honestly, in the back of my mind, she gets this video from Porsha saying that, you know, Pilar's dehydrated and her mom is taken to the hospital, right? I just really
I believe that happened. I don't believe that kept her from going to the
I kind of feel like her and her mama was sitting back like overalls and red shirt. Porsha, I'm not coming. I'm not wearing that. I'm not. Yo, aunt, she's just too much. Ooh, they just. I could see them sitting back smacking, deciding they not gonna go. Y'all had already said y'all had never been to the place.
I feel like that was a lie. Porsha.
Yeah.
I feel like I said, because she wasn't eating. I'm not saying the little girl wasn't sick. I'm not saying that didn't happen. I'm saying I don't think the time, I don't think it happened to keep her from going to that event. I think she just didn't want to, she didn't want to face none of the bullshit that she had done before.
So who videotapes?
Why you want to just call her and tell her?
If I'm worried about my child, do you think you might get a text? If I'm worried about my child and I gotta rush my child to the hospital, am I gonna stop and videotape?
I might give you a phone call just out of respect, not just
Yeah,
because you're Aunt Liz and this is an important thing, but why am I making a video?
yeah.
But why didn't I just like FaceTime you then if I wanted to, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a call. Why are you making a video?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't.
Of you with tears, you're crying in the video.
It looked very made up. That was like she was putting on her biggest Oscar and she laughed when she hung.
Her mama was helping her while they eat lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, I ain't gonna buy any. But she asked her to send Simon, and Simon could have stayed too. But as far as I'm concerned, ain't nobody had to come. And Londi was looking at that video too, like, yeah, okay.
Okay then. Right.
Mom, we got stuff we gotta do. And Liz is talking to Simon because Simon came. She talking to him about co-parenting and everything. And he basically tells Aunt Liz after that, you know, Porsha is the granddaughter that came from Hosea, and you guys need to start treating her with more respect than y'all do the family, y'all. I was like, they need to start treating her better. Because she the granddaughter, you talking to the daughter?
What is he talking about in general? Like, shut up. Why is he here?
I don't know why he's here.
What does he contribute to anything? Dennis did send hot dogs.
What? Yeah, because she probably didn't send that money, and that's probably another reason why she didn't want to go, because she didn't send that money like she was supposed to. Because then Liz asked her to cater and all that. She probably ain't do none of that. And she probably didn't want to go because she said she knew Dennis wasn't coming. So she probably felt like, I'm not.
What's the point?
And Liz took all that in stride. She was just like, thank you. But in the confessional, she was like, treat her better. That's your job. You need to be treating her better. Don't come to us like that. Then they show Pilar in the hospital, yo. She throwing down on some chicken.
When did they disrespect her? Simon?
I don't know. Oh. I don't know. She must have went back and told Simon what Lundy said.
Yeah.
You know where that came from. Porsha and Dennis meet up to talk about co-parenting plan. That was her excuse to meet up with Dennis, since he couldn't come to the event.
In a Fendi cat suit and a fur coat and
yeah. And when she came in, he was like, "Oh, that fur looked familiar." And he was like, "Didn't I buy that?" No, you didn't. Yeah, he did. He know what the hell he bought you, and that's why you wore it, because that's the fur that he bought you.
Right? Yeah.
So he asked her how the engagement is going. You know, where y'all going?
Detroit. That's a Detroit, Chicago, New York nigga thing, buying a fur.
Yeah. She ain't bought none.
Africa. Do they need furs in Africa? I don't think so.
She said it was some gift from something, child. She was lying. He know what he bought her, and that's why she bought it. Why she wore it. She told him they gonna move into the house next week. And you know, he was like, "Oh, that quick? Like, did you get your prenup together?" She was like, "That's none of your business, Gina. Bring up the mama, because she can't help it. She he like, mama ain't got nothing to do with it. We talking about me and you, you know." Then they did a little pettiness, you know. She talking about what's on the menu. He like, meat patties. He was like, you eat those? I was like, oh, he been talking to Lauren, because you bring up the meat patties she just made the other day. So
because you sound ridiculous, Porsha. You and Dennis broke up 3 months ago, and with 3 months you're engaged. You bought a house.
He want to know where she moving. She like, to the city. Now that was a slap in the face, because we all watch you tell this man how you refused to move to the city when y'all were together, even though it was gonna save him an hour trip. You know how probably 2 hours in Atlanta. in that traffic, but you refused. But now all of a sudden you so in love and now you're moving to the city.
Why are you not telling him where you're moving? Don't we gotta come over there and pick up his daughter?
She said he'll find out when he had to come pick her up because, you know, it was
what?
The secret. Like,
because what? Like, you're sitting here at a meeting with this man. Are you having a conversation or not? Why is it a secret? I'm confused. You acting like a whole like toddler for real.
It's all good, you know. PJ should be going to school in the city, and that's when he perked up. Like, what you mean? You didn't pick her school? Because we ain't pick her school. I mean, I'm going through it. She's being so petty at this point. So then she want to talk about, so you reached out to Simon to say you want to meet up and talk. And she don't want him, and that was the best thing. I'm gonna talk to her with Simon, so it won't be all of this. She don't want that.
Like, again, the thing with the school, is he gonna be picking her up from school? Because if he is, I feel like that's a conversation that y'all need to have. Miss, I want everything to be co-parented. Man, if my kid's dad was gonna be on the pick them up from school schedule, I would have been like, this one is by the house. This one is here.
But you can't pick no school without him knowing.
Without him knowing.
Yeah, that's his whole thing. So I'm just gonna take your child, not tell you where I'm taking.
I don't know where she lives. I don't know
where her school is. You know, he said you be jumping up, flying to, we already know, Africa or wherever you want to be. And I don't know where my child is, and that ain't cool.
It's not.
So I want to sit down with you and Simon so we can have a talk. And she didn't want to do that because she wants to do this petty stuff. Because see, this petty stuff she can't do if Simon was there, because it looks dumb.
It is dumb.
So he like, okay, so
she got dressed in her come fuck me Fendi jumpsuit and her fur coat.
Every time. She don't want him to be there. She want to sit up there and flirt and stuff with him and do this little stupid stuff. She like, me and him got to do this co-parenting first before I bring anybody else into it. No, you didn't already brought him into it.
You brought him in. Y'all
you gonna marry him and y'all finna move together next week. He already in it. So he like, since you ain't trying to sit down, I try to come to y'all, try to sit down like adults. Since you don't want to do that, let's see what the judge had to say. She like, oh, what? There ain't no need to get a judge involved. What my plan was, we sit here and we can put this together. And no, he like, that's cute. That's part of it, but there's more to it than that. I need to know about her education. I need to know about the religion, because you know, we don't know what
he performs over there. And as a father, legally, he should be able to have input. Like, your daughter did just have surgery on her tonsils. Like, there's stuff that he needs to 100% be involved in, you know, because you as Simon is over here making decisions in secret.
Yeah. And so she gets mad and she goes in talking about, you don't do nothing for her. You only pay for her school. I pay for everything else. You're not gonna try to make us believe that. She told me, I didn't want to go there with you.
I like what he said. He said, there's no shortage of paper on either side of this table. So what do you want me to pay for? Like, I'm betting you want him to pay what? What did you, because that's the stuff that happens in court. Are y'all asking for, what is, you about to be married to this millionaire? What is it exactly you want him to pay your rent? Like, what is he doing? He's paying things that involve
PJ need that she don't have. Nothing. And if she needs something, he got it.
He got it.
So what are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Like, we're not talking about a baby mama that works at the mall and needs child support.
You're not gonna sit up here and insult all these single mothers through this whole world to try to act like that's your plight when we could slap you in your face because
That's not what you're dealing with.
none of that. You
And
sitting over there in a mansion.
He got the bus for your birthday party. What did Simon do?
Nothing. You ain't hurt for nothing. You just called a chef over to the house to make meat pies.
And that's what he was saying. Like, what do you want? You know, what do you want? Because I'm sure if you ask for something, she said he pays for the school.
What
We
else?
know he just
We just seen him go shopping with her. She got every
she got it or not.
She got every toy, she got every clothes. We just seen her closet. He's there when she has surgery. I'm sure anything PJ want, PJ got. What is it? What's left? What's left?
It's not about PJ, it's Porsha. Porsha doesn't have a Porsche wants. Porsha wants Dennis, but she got Simon.
Oh well, that's your decision. You don't want to. You try to get a man an ultimatum. He didn't get that ring back when you wanted it, so then you jumped up and call yourself getting with Simon as a way of getting back at him. Then it's like I ain't got time for this. He up and leaves. He ain't got time for this.
Because now that she's playing games with his daughter is pissing him off. That's just so funny. And you try to jump his mama, and you ain't saying sorry.
And she said she didn't. And she said, and he apologized to her. Probably old girl there. They said, did you apologize? She said no.
He apologized to her because he is like, it's just easier to say sorry so I can maintain a relationship with my kid.
She said to my, I guess he's tired of playing the good guy role. Stop it. And tomorrow he just acting like that because he don't want her with Simon. He don't care if you with Simon.
You with Simon.
With Simon. We talking about your daughter. See, that's the problem. He talking about his daughter. You talking about a relationship with Simon. And he's jealous or he don't want you with him.
You're with Simon. You made that decision. Congratulations.
This work or do whatever he want to do. But when it comes to his daughter, you did wrong. Porsha, this was such a bad idea. This whole show, all of this is the dumbest thing you could have done.
I think so. Like I said, I don't even want to watch her no more. Like, I want to
You don't have to worry about it. She ain't gonna get no more. She ain't gonna be on the Housewives. She didn't quit all her jobs. Porsha finna fade from TV.
We don't want to see Porsha's wedding. I'm not interested.
No. I don't even think they're gonna give it to her.
They don't like her over there.
Clearly.
Clearly. Over there and production fucked you on your own show.
But that season finale, we love still not liking you at all, Porsha. That was that.
Finale. What a weird finale. We left with Dennis walking out the restaurant.
Smack that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel.
And that's it. That's all.
Bye,
Next one.